Hello arbitrageurs, and in this video I will show an example of a deal on futures arbitrage. This is a cryptocurrency arbitrage strategy where you and I make money by arbitraging futures. That is, we do not buy a token from us, we do not hold it, but we open transactions on futures. And in this video, I'll show the Bananas 31 token how I managed to capture a 4.41% spread between Gate and MEXC. I'll also tell you how much I ended up earning. The video will be very interesting and useful. Watch carefully until the end to learn how to arbitrage on futures. Give it a like, leave comments, and subscribe if you haven't already. And off we go! As I already mentioned, our trade was between Gate and MEXC. I went long on Gate and shorted on MEXC. I entered with 150,000 Bananas 31 tokens. I've already entered the data into the table. So now, together with you, we'll calculate how much I ended up earning. The final opening spread was 4.41. Here we have Gate. I'll show the orders and the position history. As you can see, I opened a long for 150,000. I closed it with a loss of $7.7. And on MEXC, let's see how much the short closed for now. We'll also enter all this data now, calculate it together, and in the end see how much we managed to earn. As you can see on Bananas 31 on MEXC I have a short, and in the end the profit was 49 bucks. We enter the commission 18 cents commission. And now we'll also enter the commission for Gate. I've already entered the opening and closing prices. Now we'll record the commission as well. What's interesting about this trade is that I managed to close it almost at break even. So we opened at a spread of 441, and when we closed, it turned out to be minus 0.13. Well, basically, around zero. In other words, we opened the trade when there was a price divergence and closed it almost exactly at the convergence. There was a small difference. So we opened at prices of 0.206145 and 0.206416 and closed at prices of 0.206096 and 0.206088. In other words, we closed the trade almost at break even and the final spread was about 4%. Tasty, isn't it? Tasty. That's a simple trade in futures arbitrage. On Gate, we go long because the token is cheaper there. On MEXC, we go short because the token is more expensive there. And accordingly, when the spreads converge, we lock in the profit. You might ask me, how do you find such positions for futures arbitrage? For that, I use the Arbitrage Scanner. The service automatically finds trades based on the parameters you set. You enter the exchange where you want to arbitrage and the transaction amount you're willing to use for arbitrage. Then you can choose the strategy. For example, futures plus futures, futures plus spot, or spot plus futures. And accordingly, the spreads are displayed below. For instance, on the CARF token, there's a spread between Coin and other exchanges. Naturally, we go long on Coin because the token is cheaper there and short on Bybit. The spread is 2%. Yes, it's not as attractive as what we got on the Bananas 31 token, but it's still there. Also, the spreads are constantly updating. So you can select how often you want the updates and the spread will be displayed here accordingly. Again, if we add here the futures plus futures strategy, spot plus futures, we immediately get a huge number of spreads on different tokens, like 1356%. That's not even a spread anymore. That's already the calculated profit. On the moon there is now a spread between different exchanges. You can also take it, carve. Here, all these spreads are right on your screen in the form of such a table. The token is displayed, by the way. The history of spreads can be viewed, the exchange on which you need to buy, the exchange on which you need to sell or short, respectively, and the profit that you will earn. You can also view trading volumes and funding, and all of this is automatic. You don't have to search yourself, you don't have to browse through exchanges, you don't waste a lot of time. Did you enter the necessary parameters? That's it, the trades are displayed. In addition, you can set up Telegram notifications, right here in TG notifications, set up notifications for yourself, and you don't have to monitor anything at all. You set up the notifications, configure the settings you need, and notifications will be sent directly to your Telegram channel. You enter the trade, take your profit. That's it, you completely eliminate any manual work for yourself. This service automates the search for spreads and does everything for you. There's also inter-exchange arbitrage here. Let's go to the arbitrage screener. Here as well you set up the settings, transaction amount, exchanges, minimum and maximum profit, open and close deposits. At the bottom you can see the tokens that have spreads. Here is the poke token, farm and various other tokens. You can also view the spread history. The exchanges where you need to buy, then the exchanges where you need to transfer and sell are displayed here. Volumes, profit, how long the deal has been active, deposit and withdrawal networks. The fee you will pay when withdrawing tokens is also displayed. And here all of this is conveniently presented in a table format. You can also customize this table to your liking. Click here and you can remove or add something as you wish. So everything here can be customized to make cryptocurrency arbitrage as convenient as possible. You can also do arbitrage not only on CEXs but also on DEXs. You can set notifications for specific tokens. Here is the DEX scanner, which analyzes liquidity pools on DEX exchanges, allowing you to arbitrage between CEX and DEX. And well, there are very few scanners out there that include so many features. There are also funding rates here, so you can farm funding rates. For example, there are options on Carve, on Dark, so we look at where the funding rates are, where they are more negative. For example, on Gate, it's minus 1.81. Here, we go long because the funding rate is negative, which means shorters pay longers. On MEXC, we go short. Yes, we will have to pay the funding rate, but it's not as high as on Gate. We will earn from the difference between the funding rates. This is a very passive, lazy strategy. You enter, collect the funding, exit, and make a profit. That's it. Moreover, the table with funding rates is absolutely free to access. So anyone can come here, check the funding rates, and start earning from funding arbitrage. Again, we have case studies on our channel. Go to the playlists tab and there you'll find cases on funding arbitrage as well as other types, inter-exchange arbitrage, spot futures and futures arbitrage. We have various strategies, we've already reviewed them on the channel, so learn about cryptocurrency arbitrage. In addition, there is training on case studies here, so check it out. Go to the case guides. Here you can check out case studies to see how people make money on crypto arbitrage and how much they earn. You can also watch tutorials here so beginners can learn arbitrage. You can get a complete understanding of what arbitrage is and how it works. Everything is here. Useful guides that will help you earn money and much more. I also have a secret promo code that will give you back 30% of your subscription amount. So if you buy a subscription for $252, I personally return 30% to you. The promo code is in the description. It also gives you an extra 30% of days added to your subscription. So this promo code is kind of universal, plus 30% more days on your subscription, and I return 30% to you. In the end, everyone comes out ahead. I return part of the amount, and at the same time you get access to a service that automatically finds spreads for you. There are different types of subscriptions for 1 month, 3 months or 6 months. The more months you choose, the cheaper it gets accordingly. There is a Guru subscription and a VIP subscription. For example, the Guru plan includes access to a free private chat, and the VIP plan includes it as well. And you get into the secret Arbitrage Scanner chat, where people share their signals, talk about their experiences, how they look for spreads, and share their opinions and insights. So for those who wanted to join the private chat, get the Guru subscription for 6 months and enjoy it as well. Don't forget about the promo code, which will give you 30% back and start earning from crypto arbitrage right away. While others are waiting for their altcoins to grow during alt season, some are already making money from crypto arbitrage. Most likely we won't see each other again. So subscribe to get top-notch information about crypto arbitrage. Case reviews, strategies, different types of arbitrage. If you want to learn and make money in this field, be sure to subscribe and hit
like so it gets promoted, share it with your friends, and also check out other videos on our channel. Well, I'll see you in the next videos. Bye everyone.